All right, this is Jackie, and I am here with June Divided. We are at the very last Homedale stop of Vans Warped Tour. But we're not going to be sad. We're going to be happy and joyous and a little bit silly, and we're going to do my version of bands sing public domain songs. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, hit it.
All around the mulberry bush, the monkey chased the weasel. The monkey thought was all in fun. Pop goes the weasel. A penny for a spool of thread, a penny for a needle. That's the way the money goes. Pop goes the weasel.
Thank you, guys. So we last spoke a long time ago. I believe it was launched 2015. We're all a little bit older, only a little bit, like a year and a half, you know, and a whole lot, and a whole lot wiser, maybe. What are some highlights that have gone on for June Divided since then?
Well, since the last time I guess we talked, we signed with Revival Recordings. That was a big one for us, and through them we're going to put out a new record called Body Wars, which is going to drop August 24th. That's pretty much.
We have a tour coming up.
Yeah,
yeah.
Tour.
We haven't toured it.
You announced it yesterday. Come on.
That was yesterday.
So yesterday.
So we announced the tour yesterday. We're going out with our good friend Shane Henderson, who is the frontman for Valencia and Promise of Redemption. Going to hit a bunch of dates on the East Coast and up into the East, U.S. and got a couple more dates we're going to announce that aren't out there yet, but yeah, really stoked for that one. That one, we leave the same day as the release, August 24th.
So good. So Body Wars is coming out. What are some things that have influenced your songwriting this time around?
This time around, oh my gosh, so much. In fact,
first thing is time. Having time to do it.
Having time to do it. So we did a run on Warped, a 2-week run on Warped when we were a baby band.
2013.
No, it was 2012, honey.
12.
Yeah, that's how old we are. But we were a baby band, and the same sound guy that mixed us on the Ernie Ball stage was mixing us today, and he was like, "Oh my God, you guys have changed." So a lot. So like Keith said, time. We really branched out. We used to be just like more of a straight up rock band, and we really took our influences like all over the place, electronically, even songwriting wise, like we really branched out. So all kinds of stuff, like what would you, anything from like
I think that we definitely kind of adopted more of a dancier feel for a lot of the songs.
Also experimental too. That was something that Justin, the sound guy said.
Groove. It's not just straightforward.
Yeah, it's definitely not just straightforward.
I dance now. I didn't dance before.
I've been telling him he's got to dance.
Yeah. It's all on the hips.
We definitely introduced new instruments in our set. Most of us are playing two. Keith has like a drum pad. I have a keyboard. Lenny has like a bass keyboard. So we definitely like just expanded our sound and really kind of jumped off from there.
So with new music on tap, what role do you see music streaming sites like Spotify having with new music coming up?
It's so important. I'm on so I have that Spotify for Artists app, and I monitor it every day, and it like really helps me know where our audience is. Like when I booked this tour that we just announced yesterday, we specifically hit those dates because they're our top cities, and so the streaming aside, just being able to utilize the analytics of Spotify was just incredible. But it's definitely, that's where everything's heading. I think that you're going to see physical media really phase out.
I was going to say, is there still a place for tangible CDs?
Yeah, we just sold a bunch.
I still have a player in my car, so I would agree that there is, but I think as far as like the younger the crowd, the less they own tangible CDs, but that's an assumption.
We definitely debated whether or not we were going to press this last record just because of that. But I think it makes
on tour.
That's the only time,
Vinyl too. We're all vinyl collectors, so vinyl too.
Even if people aren't buying the CD necessarily to listen to it, they're gonna buy it because they want to get a signed copy, whatever it might be. they might hang on to that, and they might never even put the CD in a CD player, but they would still use the streaming app because you see it's a way to support the band, get something physical. Some people want something physical from a band that they see live.
So like a collector's item more.
Exactly.
Okay. As long as they're listening to the music, do you really care how they get it?
No. Cool points for vinyl, but we don't have that out yet, but we're working on it. But yeah.
No, I just to give an idea, I guess, of how much like Spotify and iTunes and all that has really kind of taken a hold is I had an interesting conversation with somebody who asked if you would specifically write music to land yourself on certain playlists on Spotify. So like if you knew that like a certain type of genre and feel was in a specific very popular playlist, if you would, instead of like writing songs for radio, would you write songs for Spotify playlists? And it was just
It's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Or commercial success, like literally like for a car commercial, for a clothing commercial.
It's weird because I think we definitely just kind of do what we want to do. Like we don't like what the big change also in our sound was like, well, what's the new vibe? Like we need something fresh. Like what is going to feel more like us again? Only older and wiser us. So that was that. But like it's interesting that that's like the mentality of somebody else. But we definitely wrote with a vibe, but like we still do for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was an interesting question that guy said.
What role do you see music videos having? Are plans to make new ones?
Oh yeah.
We just put one out
Yeah.
for I Didn't Mind, and we like it. We're like, I like that video. I was like,
I mean,
yeah.
if we had the money, I think that we would do music videos for every single song that
Yeah.
we could.
Yeah.
They're very important.
Yeah, just like streaming, YouTube's another big thing that people go to find music. If your video looks cool, you never know what can catch on.
There's been so many different cities we've been to that we may have never been to before, and people say, I stumbled across you through YouTube. And that's it.
YouTube's huge.
I think it's definitely like a musical version of social media. It's a way to connect each other. What other social media platforms do you find yourself gravitating towards, especially with new music and a new tour on the verge?
Instagram is like so. I think it's the best.
It's
And
number one right now.
we typically post Instagram first, and then we have Instagram blast out to everything else, Facebook, yada yada.
Is Facebook still utilized or user-friendly for bands?
It is. In a way, it is. You have like we've been on there. We've been together for a while as bands. We've been on there for a long time. So we still have people reach out to us over Facebook a lot, actually. Our following on Facebook is bigger than anywhere else, just because we were on Facebook for so long. Yeah, I think it's still user-friendly for bands. It's not great, but it's worth having. I can say that, right? That's right.
Yeah, I think it's gotten way more cluttered.
Yeah.
So
Over the
much
years.
stuff on it, so it's harder to reach
Which is
out.
kind of
Spam, a lot of spam. Yeah.
I also kind of am not sure about their formula anymore and how people are able to see your content.
Even when you, because they have like paid for advertisement. Even then, I'm like, they've got to be like still filtering your posts even after you pay for it. And there was like a whole that Dane sent it to us, that whole article on like how it's still kind of like not right yet. It's kind of messed up.
Zuckerberg's he's been really careful in how he talks about Facebook, and that like, oh, there will always be a free version of Facebook. So I guarantee you soon they're going to roll out a paid version of Facebook.
Especially with all the concerns about people's data being stolen, I think he can kind of dangle the carrot of, oh, this version that you're going to pay for is going to be so much safer, and all of these safeguards, and you're paying for those safeguards. So I wouldn't be surprised either. So social media, music videos, new music, tour, anything else that you can tease for the rest of 2018? If you could make a prediction for the new year, is there something that you hope that you can get accomplished by the end of this year?
I don't know. I think by the end of this year, hopefully we'll get some more touring in, aside just from the one coming up. But I'd like, even though like our record's coming out in August, I'd like us to start working on new music for after the record. That's at least like start the wheels turning. That's what I want.
Well, no pressure there. Stay tuned for much more from June Divided. This is Jackie. Thanks to Chorus FM and In the Key of Change.